This video may not be appropriate for children of 13 and under. Parental discretion is advised.
Tired of missing out on figures or paying scalper prices at toy stores? Then go ahead and visit DJC Collectibles, my sponsor. You can get 10% on anything Transformers, accumulate points, and sometimes score an exclusive figure you thought you'd miss forever. Head over to DJC Collectibles and start saving today.
Hi everyone, my name is Razyel, Kayne, and I'm back with another toy review, and today I did something that I didn't think I was gonna do, is getting this guy. And the reason I wasn't going to get this guy is because I didn't want to pay for this, and this. I don't think that this is a leader class figure. Well, it's not. It's a Voyager with extra bonus. But I didn't want to pay for these. But there was a clearance at Walmart, so I got it. You know, I basically saved the price for the accessories. And I was talking with Rodimus Primal after one of my streams a while back, I think December. And he was really pushing us to try this guy because, you know, it's a good figure. So, you know, as you can tell, I already have a Siege Springers right there. So that's gonna go, probably. I'm gonna sell it. I do like the added feature with this, but you know, it's not, it's, I wasn't sold on it. So, but now the price was right to get this, so I got it. So, you know, it's a big box. So before I do that review, I just want to remind everyone to check out my voice acting playlist, the main feature of my channel, and check out the interview playlist if you want to hear stories from the actors. And now let's roll the intro.
Commander Modesty's here.
Well, here we are, out of the box, and I'm actually already impressed with the figure. This, the accessories, they look nice. I could have done without half of these, but I already compared it quickly with my Siege Springer, and I did not know I was going to love this guy so much more. It's weird. I thought it was just a repaint with slight retooling of the shoulder. It's more than that. So I'm gonna show you everything I see that's different, point it out, and then after that I'll do alt modes, which, from what I remember, transforming Siege Springer was not a fun thing. But we'll you know, it's gonna be similar, but you know, maybe better. First accessory is the blade. So that's one thing that was different. Siege, you had individual blades, not connected. You had a separate piece for the connector. You didn't have extra connectors. So I'm guessing, I don't know if I want to. Nope. I thought these were going to connect to this. It doesn't, and there's no other port. Alright, so you have these things. They look good, you know, compared to the previous blades, and they connect quite easily together, and they hold. So yeah, not bad. The actual sword that he fought Redgar with, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bit of, like, quite a bit of scratches on that. So maybe it's just kids picking at it because of the windowless box, but that's a little annoying. This is really cool. I really like this gun. No waffles, you know. Black plastic painted gray from what or maybe they just painted the handle, not sure, because I suck at colors, but I like the design of this thing. Can't recall in which episode he used that, but it's really cool. This, pretty nice. I do have a Fire Talks one and a Engineer Hoist one. I don't understand why they would give us this without putting an actual logo, because now I'm gonna have to get a Toy Hacks logo to put in there. So I don't know. It's kind of, the color is kind of plain. I did not read the comics where the Wreckers were featured, so I have no clue if this is accurate or not. This is missing a bit of paint if you want to make it movie accurate, but it's a kind of nice addition. But I mean, there's really no way for me to use this properly, so that's going to end up in the accessory box. And then you have very similar to Siege, if it's not just a straight reprint or reissue, full of waffles, you know, Siege, Earthrise quality, but you know, good gun. The thing is that with the other version, I usually plug this here, but there's no plug here. And in the Siege version, there was plug here, which we don't have here. So I don't know where this is supposed to go, if it's only an alt mode thing now. I don't know. So yeah, and then you have Springer, which is really, really good to look at. The colors are very accurate. I prefer those. Logo, the head sculpt is good. The shoulder moving, you know, that's a little bonus. I really thought it was the only difference, but there's more. You can see some of the parts from Siege, but there's a lot of stuff that are different if you pay close attention. So that's really cool. Love all the colors, the hip, the hands, the feet. No battle damage. I usually don't mind the battle damage, but it's really cool to have a clean version. The back cleans up nice. You have that's not waffle, that's mechanical holes, so there's nothing really, like, you could do I mean, they could have done like an extra thin layer of plastic here that you could flip to cover the back. That could have been something fun, but you know, it's Hasbro. So, and then you have good articulation. If there's a toy axe set, maybe I'll get some pin covers. Not sure yet. I mean, those pins really do pop a bit. For articulation, you do have a nice full rotation at the head. A bit of you know, up and down. Well, up and down. It's slight tilt. There's no left or right. You do have a complete Ferris wheel. Oh, wait. Do you? Oh, come on. You have to. You don't. Stuff gets in the way. Alright, maybe the other arm? Nope. That brown piece here jams here in the back. So unless you want to force it and get paint scratches... Man, that's... Okay, wow. That's one of the rare figure that there's no Ferris wheel. Okay. Alright, well, you do have a rotation at the elbow. You have a little more than 90-degree bend. You have a rotation of the hand at the wrist. Don't have a back and forth. Oh, you do have movable fingers. That is a nice bonus. We did not have that with the other. Nicely done. You have a merry... Oh, come on. You don't have a... You have a waist rotation, but you don't have a full merry-go-round because of this piece here. And that cannot be moved. That's... okay. That's terrible. Alright. You have a kick back, kick forward. You have a nice knee bend, and I guess you can double bend it with the transformation, but by itself you do get like that nice angle like this. You do have the option to do a... Oh, you can do a very nice Johnny Cage. Put the feet like that. There you go. Perfect Johnny Cage. I like that. So you have this. You have, oh yeah, a rotation underneath the thigh. Don't have a rotation at the knee. You have, like I showed, the ankle rocker, and you have a feet up and down like this. So overall for articulation, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright, now let's compare him. He's a bit loose at the feet, like he wants to pop back. And then if you bring, like, most people will think these are the same color as the Siege version, but he's the toxic green version now. It's really, really weird. So You do have you had blades that would connect to this thing here, so that is something very different from what we're getting now. This wasn't bad, or maybe yeah, you twist it like that. Like this wasn't bad at all. It was actually quite nice. The swivel was great, but to have it in one piece like that folds into one blade, it's not bad. So instead of 2 long sword, you get 1 broadsword, you know. So, and then here you have 1 long sword. So you know it evens out. So that's why I didn't want to pay extra just for the accessories. So that's one thing. The guns are they look to be the exact same thing. So here they are. All right. So this is the old version. So yeah. Just maybe a slight change in color, but it's the same thing. So this is the new one, this is the old one here. So yeah, different color, but same thing. That's it for accessories. That's all he had. So really, you're getting, let's say you already had this, you're getting these 4 things here for I don't know, in Canada it's like $30 more. This is not $30. The engineering goes in there, but I don't think, well, we'll see. Maybe it is mind-blowing. Just for the comparison of the molds though, because I think it's you know, let's give what's the expression, let's give credit where credit is due. The hands are a little bigger. The hands are bigger, they move, so that's new hands. This section looks to be the same mold, but yeah. And then you have this part here, which was the movable part, so that is still the same type of gimmick that you have. Might be a little different though. It's pretty much the same. The other one was tighter. This one's loose, but you do have, is it the same thing? Yeah, same thing, different color, so no change there. The wheels are very different. If you look at the wheels, you had, you know, no threads with a plain rim. You have a nicely painted rim. Unfortunately, it looks to be the same problem here. It's a problem that this is one color, this is the other color, and they don't peg the same. This is a metal pin and this is like a push in. These were the same wheels, so bonus for this one on that. The shoulders are movable, so of course, you know, a little different, but they seem to be the same type of, yeah, it's the same mechanism to extend, and it's the same parts. So that's the same. The backpack is different, quite a bit. You had 3 thrusters. Here you have 2 intakes with a thruster, so that's different. You had 3 peg holes here, you only have 1 here. You have those square ones here, which I guess for storage you could no, it's too, no, it goes, it's just really tight. You have this, you can put in the hammer, and if that doesn't do it for you, you can put this gun here. Oh, that's really tight. And is there another port? Yep. Oh, you have also the ability to put this sword in there. So they changed the peg, but you can add the accessory anyway, so that's different. The chest piece is different, molded differently. This one is more of a square. This one looks more refined. More details in the grill. This is just, you know, 4 holes. This is molded differently as well, the belt. The crotch area, the centerpiece looks to be the same, but this is redone. And then the legs, you had, you know, this little stuff here. Here it's more plain. You could see the mushroom peg on the Siege version. Here it's very well covered. Different color. The legs, this part look to be the same, because you do have the same molded details, the same intakes here, the same hole here, same feet. So the legs are the same, except of course for the wheels. And what about the interior? Yeah, the inside of the legs is the same as well. So the chest is really where, well, up to the knees. Up to the knees, this is where you get the new stuff. And then shoulders are the same, except of course the extra articulation to make this smooth, so that it's not just, you know, big shoulder pads. So that's the main thing. All right, I'm going to do some size comparison now. So let's clean this up.
If the Decepticons had any guts, we'd be taking a serious pounding. I got news for you. This isn't any picnic.
So here is Studio Series 86 Springer with Studio Series 86 RC. And scale-wise, this fits. It looks good. I mean, she's not the greatest mold, but it's better than her tries. Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus, and as you can tell, he's way bigger. I think it still works well. An Iron Factory Legend Scale Sunstreaker, or Reiki as they call him. Very tiny. So alright, let me put him in the first alt mode. I didn't take a look at the instructions, so I don't know which one's going to be first, but you'll see.
So much for quarantine, I need a shift.
Okay, back from transformation. Him, the legs are harder. Him, the torso is harder. It's not bad, it's just they added there's a pin on each side that they added, like here you see there's a little pinhole and there's a pin here, and for the life of me on this side cannot get it in. So it makes for this is not super flush with the arm, like you see there's a gap, so it doesn't peg super nice. So that's a bit of a QC here, like it's way harder. They added the clip here, and then to get this wheel, like you see it's not properly aligned, just a little bit different. So yeah, but it's, I mean, it looks good, but it was a little harder to do these arms. Like they're not exactly the same thing. Like there's a bit of a difference here. There's a peg hole, and this is all clean, but these parts are the same, but underneath, I don't know, and it cleans up nicer underneath, like because here you have this piece here that basically that becomes a in robot mode, it kind of hides the interior of the chest. Same here, but it's larger, done better. The head doesn't transform the same way. So that's, you know, a plus. One thing that's pretty obvious is that this contains waffles, while this one didn't. I think that's a poor choice there. But otherwise, I mean, it's pretty much the same. The main difference that I found, maybe I'm wrong, but this one you have to raise the arm higher to get the the distance here. While this one, I feel like you were pushing the chest down. So it's slightly different. The legs were the same. They look the same. For some reason, I had more problem with the Siege version. But eventually it clipped properly. And like I said, you look at it here. This one never really pegged properly. This one is, well, you know, I mean, the same kind of issue. So that's not much of an improvement on either side. And like I said, this clip here makes this thing pop up, so that's a bit of an annoyance. I wish they were I don't know, just there's so many pegs on that thing. Like that arm is such a pain. This one not so much, no problem there, but this one is just, I don't know, the peg is misaligned or something. Weapon placement better on this one, I have to say. Like I can easily put the two guns here or here, no problem. And the swords, I thought you could. I mean, technically, yeah, you can do something like this and like this. I think that's what they showed in the so you can have this type of placement, but this one here, you have the 2 pegs here, so you can either put, you know, the missile, the gun that way, or one of the swords here, and then the other one here. But these things, you can't, like, this is way too big to hold that peg. It's more than 5 millimeters. You can plug it here. You can plug it on the sides. That's a thing. So I think for weapon placement, or, you know, if you don't like to store your accessories, this one might have been a little better. But if you look at it just for the colors, the look, I mean, this looks really nice. So yeah, alright, now let's go with maybe just 1 or 2 comparison for the alt mode. Let's move this guy. Let's go with Kingdom Rodimus Prime, and I think that this fits, you know. It's a sports car versus whatever that Space Winnebago thing. So yeah, I think it scales really well. And Studio Series 86 Sludge. Yeah, I think that works. And now let me put him in helicopter mode. I hope, you know, the fact that the arms are going to be placed somewhere else, like differently, I hope I'm not going to have the same problem with the pegs. But I mean, this one can't really be fixed. Anyway, we'll see.
Cover me! I'm gonna douse the torch!
Before I add the accessories, this doesn't peg, never did, like even back then. It was always move, and it just didn't want to peg in properly. So I'm glad to say that this doesn't have the problem this one had. One thing though, this is stabler, like the extended part here for the wings. This is solid, doesn't move. This is like just sitting there. So I don't know. It seems to be okay. Oh, I was able to shave down, like there was a bit of plastic inside the peg that was preventing me to really push it in, so I shaved it off and now it's fine. So QC issue fixed. He looks, I think this looks better. Does this move? Oh, there's a joint here. Oh yeah. Okay. Is it for the helicopter mode or the car mode? Huh, hold on, let me check. No, it's for the helicopter mode, and actually it's the first step that they tell you. Put these things down. Come on, it's a very tight joint, so careful with that. There you go. And it doesn't, it stays at an angle. So anyway, put this down. So like I said, these are looser, but I mean, they do their job. He's still a little gappy, like here on the side of the arms, but not too bad. This part here, the tail, they had the same problem with the other one. Maybe again, it's a thing where I should probably shave it off, but it doesn't clip in completely. Anyway, without the battle damage, it looks really good. Too bad there's a big hole there. I wish there was a way to fill that in. You can still see the arms, but the bottom cleans up a little better. It's really the colors that are selling me on this figure, you know. The transformation for the legs was the same. It's a pain. This was pretty much the same too. Like I said, these things are just a little looser. It just cleans up real nice. And after I fixed the QC issue, didn't have any problem. And now for the rotor, the blades. Open this up like that. And it's bigger than a 5mm port, but works fine. Compared to this guy, well, I mean, can't complain. This guy was, you know, doing a really good job before. So there you go. So I don't know. They both look good. But I think this is the better mechanism. This is parts forming, so this is one sword. Looks good. Unfortunately, there's not much weapon placement once you're like this. Actually, they're not showing any. I mean, because the pegs for the guns, most of the stuff are here now. So anything that you plug here might look really goofy or, yeah, get in the way of the blade. So there's way less accessory placement because he has more accessories. This, you just power him up with mounted guns. So, yeah. So there's pros and cons for both. But I think if you want to more, I'm a cartoon accurate type of collector. I think this works a little better. So yeah, I'm gonna put this guy back in robot mode and come back with my final thoughts. Alright, one little thing I forgot to show. I didn't notice until I did the instruction. It's kind of, I don't know, lame. But you open this up, and if you turn the hand around, right here, there's that little missile thing. So I guess you can put the hand there. So you have this little thing here to shoot missile. And in the instruction, they show to leave this like up, but I think it looks kind of lame. And it's really tiny. I didn't even check if he had it on the other end. Let's, no. It's not there. So, I know he did that. I don't remember when.
We're outnumbered.
But, I don't know. I don't think it's... I don't know. Maybe it should have been a little bigger if you want to have a, like an arm cannon type thing. I don't know. But, anyway, it's there. But, otherwise... I think that's the only thing. Like I said, I fixed my problems with the pin here. So basically, I took a scalpel and went inside here and carved some out, and it works fine now. So, you know, and we have, you know, it's not a new issue. Some figures had it. Like I remember the Earthrise Seekers. I think Thundercracker or Skywarp had that, and so you just have to clean them up, and you know you'll be okay. And now, if you want to have like a fully equipped badass, you can get 2 swords, or you can give him 2 guns. You can have him, you know, put the guns here for some reason if you want to, but after that, you can peg this. And this on his back, but then you don't have room for the hammer. So you know, it's all up to you how you want to display your figure. Yeah, it's like, I mean, this I'm gonna put up for sale. It's not a bad figure. It's a really great mold, but I had more problem putting him back in robot mode than I did this guy. And like there's slight differences that just make Studio Series 86 Springer slightly better, other than paint, like engineering wise. He was hard to put in car mode, like the torso in car mode. The helicopter worked better. So yeah, I mean, it's all up to your taste. If anybody wants this guy, if he's not sold yet by the time this review comes out, just let me know and we'll work something out. So anyway, that's the end of the review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Also leave a comment. Love reading those. Keep coming back. I have more on the way, and remember that nothing in life gives you a right to be an asshole. Take care.